What's the matter?
Fuel pump's gonna give me trouble. All right, so we're gonna take this fuel pump apart and see if we can get it working. This came out of a 1989 or 90 Trooper 2.6 5-speed, and it just been sitting for a while. The gas tank was ugly and it was all gunked up, and so you get power to it and you can hear it thumping. The electric motor's still good. It's just gunked up inside. I'm thinking mostly just from varnish. There may be some rust or something in there, but I don't think we're gonna find rust. I think mainly the problem is just varnish has gunked it up. So we got the doctor here performing the surgery on the fuel pump. All right, we had to give this thing a tap from the backside with the socket in order to get it to come out because it's pretty crusted. But we got it. Ooh. You got a standard electric motor in there. You got brushes. You got armature. We got some gunk. It's spinning now. It's moving. So it's probably just a matter of like putting it back together, right? It's just.
Wow,
And this is the pump.
Motor.
That's all it is, right here.
The fuel goes right through that motor.
Yeah, cools pumps it in here, pumps it out there, through here, through there, and then right out the.
Dude, I think that's absolutely amazing that it pumps
right through all of the.
Right through all of that.
Well, that's what cools it. I mean,
it's amazing that somebody would think you can just pump a flammable liquid through an electric motor.
Right, like those guys that weld underwater. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is push this thing out and put it together here.
Ah, yeah.
This is amateur hour. Do I have it upside down? Yes, I have it upside down.
He can be taught.
Okay. There's the mark. This is gonna be a lot easier.
Wait, let's look at those brushes, see if we can clean them off.
Okay.
Because you know they've got. I think your brushes is what jammed you up here.
It might be. They're pretty ugly.
Yeah, they don't look.
We're gonna got a new O-ring on it, thanks to Ben and his like fantastic professional O-ring kit. All right, I'm gonna try to push this thing down there square. All right, there we go.
Is it going?
Yeah, I want to make sure we're not like doing something stupid. It's in. That's it.
I just bit my lip watching you do that.
Why? This was a useless fuel pump 15 minutes ago.
I bet it works now.
It might work.
I'm using the lip of that.
Don't come around the night. Hey, you know how the song really goes?
Yeah. There's a bathroom on the right.
All right, cool. I think we're good, man. Let's plug it in. There's a bathroom on the right.
You want a connector for the end of that?
Dude, this is Arkansas style here.
Well, I do have a fire extinguisher.
Get the fire extinguisher ready.
Well, this one actually has stuff in it.
That sounds right.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Get that fire extinguisher. This looks like a really bad idea.
Well, it's a detached garage. It's not going to burn my house down if it goes up.
Well, that's at least we got that covered. Hey, find out if it's gonna. Yeah, it's just jumping around in there like a snake.
Here,
or something.
let me get my whisk gloves on.
Yeah, get your whisk gloves on.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Damn, that thing pumped. Well, I panicked a little bit, man. Oh yeah.
That'll run a Trooper all day.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And so now I can change this thing out on the side of I-40. Hopefully I won't be in the third lane over when it goes out on me. I don't have to go to the store today and spend $90 because I just, got a little MacGyver. I take everything.
Hey, MacGyver was my favorite show.
I've got a lot of these that are just gummed up, And so I thought, well, if I can figure out a way to soak them in, I wanted to originally just soak it in something like, and someone had suggested
soak it
acetone.
And break it up.
Someone said acetone would break the stuff down. Look at I'm not going to soak it in carb cleaner and tear all the rubber and plastic and stuff up.
It didn't even take much, you know. It just took taking that.
The other thing is, I had 2 fuel pumps go out on me in 1 week because it was after that spring flood I was telling you about, and I was under, like, my gas tank was underwater, and you know, you've got all those rollover valves and stuff. I mean, some of those O-rings and stuff are not sealing anymore 23 years later, incidentally.
Yeah.
Well, I was stuck in a creek for like 4 hours, up to my chest and under the water for a couple hours, and water got in there. Well, burned my fuel pump up. So I replaced the fuel pump, got a brand new one, put it in there. 4 or 5 days later,
It burnt the pump out.
well, that's the thing. So I talked to a buddy of mine. This guy, the smartest mechanic I know. This guy is like, he fixes Mercedes-Benz, like the new Mercedes-Benz, works on all their traction control and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I call it. This is the guy I always call. Whenever I have any kind of problem that I can't figure out or whatever, I get him on the phone. I'm like, call him. I'm like, listen, faggot, I need you to stop what you're doing. He's a mechanic, professional mechanic, works in a Mercedes-only like place. Okay?
And you're telling him stop what you're doing.
I call him in the middle of the day. This is funny. Yeah, I call him up and fuck with him because that's how I am.
That's what friends do.
Right. So anyway, he tells me, he's like, yeah, if you take an electric fuel pump and you drop it in water, it'll run for about 4 or 5 seconds and then shut down. So I'm gonna find out why they don't like water. Somebody had suggested that they don't cool, that water doesn't cool, like the gasoline does for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm more inclined to think that maybe water conducts electricity and shorts out the electricals. I don't know though.
It could be, because what we saw with that pump is everything runs through the electric.
Right. So if you got water running through that electric motor, I mean, sure. I mean, come on, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, right? We're shutting down in like 4 or 5 seconds. It's got to be conducting some sort of electricity that the gasoline doesn't.
And water's heavier than fuel too,
Yeah.
so it sinks right to the bottom of the tank.
Right. And that's where this is. This is right in the bottom of the tank.
Right.
So anyway, I'm thinking, okay, I've got all these fuel pumps, surely I can take apart, you know, a handful of fuel pumps and like mismatch some parts and whatever. And
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
me too. $90. Well,
No, it's 90
$90
bucks for an air tank.
right. I
Hey,
mean,
that's expensive right there.
This is
That's the real deal.
and it's a used pump that's still working. I mean, surely it's not worth exactly as much as a brand new one would be, but you know, that's a factory Isuzu part right there. And these things run, what it says JTech on it or whatever.
$400 right there.
You get an AirTech pump and you put it in, and it's $100, and you know that's it's $100 a year expense that you just need to figure into your trooper budget. All right, all hooked up and ready to go. See you, Ben.